Right, hey guys, and welcome back to On the Road and Truck Simulator, and more gameplay of it. Part 13, of course, and we're in docks today actually, we're in wildlife shipping, not brutal this time, thankfully, something different. So I believe when Kiel, back in Kiel actually, back to where we started actually, cattle trailers actually there, as you say as well. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm still with the tandem, with the tandem scania still, but yeah, it's just a lovely day here in the game, and it'd be nice if these dock canes were working and unloading ships and that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, in the last video I was talking about the future of On the Road, and I was doing a wee delivery as well, fast food delivery. So yeah, it was a good video. I'm getting good views in it now actually. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for keeping up with my videos. Maybe the time I actually get more videos out, the new part, the next patch will be probably available soon. I've just not even had any confirmation on anything about the patch yet. I mean, the last thing that they put up on their Facebook page was their PS5 look, and it's in the gameplay look of the PS5 version. That's it, and that was the 1st of April, I believe they put that up. But yeah, we've not had anything much on this game. It's been fairly quiet and on the road at the moment. So hopefully things will start picking up very soon. Hopefully we'll get a confirmation on the new patch soon as well. Hopefully, we'll get another video from Fabian or something very soon. And maybe Game Tech will probably put a new video out as well. We'll be looking at the 4th patch of the game. So yeah, so let's get a road then for you guys. We'll just stay and do something from wildlife shipping, eh? I don't know where we should go today. I don't know actually. I should do like a long haul or something, but I can do that in 2 parts or something, eh? Hanover, that's a fair journey actually. Let's do Hanover. Hopefully that's a fairly decent journey we can try and then do. So yeah, we're right back here anyway, so I'll just do the same old stack goods this time, and pallets. So yeah, it's always good to see this hops and you can open your doors in the truck. That's not, and you can't do that in ETS or that. It's always the same stuff in it's always the same roads, and you're looking at the back of the trailer, it's the same thing. Even if you're trying to stack wood, you're still carrying food or boxes or stuff, eh? Like, you know what I mean? Like, still the same stuff. It's just different logistics. I mean, I don't know why when I was carrying fast food, it's only showing you like pallets. It wasn't showing you any actual boxes of fast food. Like that's a thing that's not quite right, I don't think, about the game. So yeah, I need to try and sort that out, I think. But yeah, there's something I forgot about to mention when I was doing my last video of On the Road and future. I mean, something I said in the switch, and I would also consider lumbar slits on the autobahns when you're veering off to the edge of the autobahn. You don't get any sound of that, but they should add sort of lumbar slips. Yeah, I'm going the right way, aren't I? Yeah. I will be coming in that way along there to get in. This is the way out, so it's fine. This is really good actually, having the wee docks as well. It's different, a wee port as well. So if they have like container trailers, we can do stuff like that. I might have pulled out a bit too soon there. That's fine. There's all the trucks even sitting there as well. Is always a good feature when you have your trucks all waiting to get into the docks or something, eh? That's quite cool. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they should have like container trucks. They should consider doing it in the docks here. So that's always a good thing to do. Implement container trucks. They can implement it in the docks. So if we've got docks and that, and we've got wildlife shipping, they should do container transport with that company. Use containers, shipping containers, of course, to do that. That'd be really cool. I think that can consider that if they want to implement containers. And then I was saying in the last video, driving to fuel stations, they had like fuel, they had like petrol station driveways, and they should have tank trailers as well. You can always think these things could be easily implemented, because you can just tell that we're at the docks there and we're driving to the docks, but we should have a container trailer for that. So it'd be nice if we actually have that option as well, option to drive for different companies, like you know what I mean, like of course you drive for Brutal, but you've still got your own truck. Like that's just the thing. Like you can't change trailers. I mean in ETS2 you can have attached and detached trailers. It's like UK Truck Simulator, like your Truck Simulator pretty much. Then UK Truck Simulator, you select a delivery and then you attach the trailer and detach the trailer at your destination. But I don't think there's like any sort of animation. So like I always think you go to like you can go to quarries and that in ETS, and you can go to I think there's actually livestock stuff there as well in ETS that I remember as well. So there's definitely something there, but you're not hauling livestock trailers in those games apparently. It's just normal trailers, so it's a bit strange. They have like farms, so it's quite funny, I remember. But I mean, yeah, I mean they should have like animation, like they should have like something that you can tick your trailers or something there, like you know what I mean, like if you get to a quarry you can have like animation that you can stop the truck and unload the trailer, and you know like have a button, they have like trailer animation, maybe like they have like the sound of the trailer where you just use your engine and rev the engine up to tip it over, and that like that's what they should do. They should like get so tipping things. I think that'd be really cool. Like actual unloading. I mean this game is obviously kind of close because you get your truck and you open the doors, and I mean that's a really good feature. I don't think your Truck Simulator has any of that. Try and get through these lights. No, I mean another thing I was saying as well, I'll talk about it in a wee sec. But yeah, and in your Truck Simulator then you're pretty much stuck with, you can't really do any of that, but in this game you can open your doors and unload the trailer and close the doors at the back, which is a good feature. I mean they're good features in general, and getting out your truck and fueling up is better than pressing the button when you arrive at a fuel station in your Truck Simulator and Truckdriver. Like that, you know what I mean? So all the things are pretty much simple, and this game is a bit more to yourself. You get out your truck and you can go to the side of the fuel tank and just fuel up, press your news key and that and fuel out your truck. It's always good to do that. I mean I think it's best of these wee features. It's always a good thing to do. So yeah, so I think that's a good thing. I mean maybe ETS2 will step their game up and stuff like that eventually, but at the moment I think at the moment they're keeping where they are as well. And I mean I was saying in the last video, but something they should implement is fines at traffic lights and that as well. When you get to a traffic light or red light, you should get like a £500 fine or something there for running a light. That'd just be cool. I mean they should do that, because obviously at the moment when you drive through a red light you don't get anything, you just drive through. It's a bit like it's just like yourself, you can just drive through any red light and you get fined and stuff like that. I mean it's easy to do that, it's easy probably to, I think that's an easy an easy thing to implement in the game. Like it's not hard to do that, you just need to find a thing to take money off you, that's all. I'm surprised they've never done that in the start of the game. Like that's the thing they should have thought about as well. So like implementing traffic light fines and stuff like that would be a cool feature. And I do like to see what else was I going to say? Well, I said rumble strips. So if you're on there, you should have a sound, but you don't. Also, something I was going to say, they should have like random incidents, random events or something as well. I know your Truck Simulator has all that actually really cool random events. This is pretty cool. And there was like police cars, I was just sitting there, there's car crashes, cars on fire, so on, like all that. I don't know if they'll do that. I know Truck Driver got that recently actually, random incidents. Pretty cool. I've not really seen very many of them. I don't think, some people were saying there's hardly any of them on that happen, but they should have more of them. That's what I mean. And it's the thing about Truck Drivers, some things are maybe just a wee bit bugged out a wee bit, but they'll probably get some work done. I know Truck Drivers kind of ahead, kind of everyone's was saying in the last video, and seems like Truck Drivers picking up again. Like everyone seems to think this. Some people just think this game is maybe just isn't as good as they first thought it was going to be. Like everyone was looking forward to this game to be a trucking title on console, but it's obviously not as high hope as maybe everyone's thinking. I mean it's good. I enjoy this game. Like it's just nice and chilled. And in Truck Driver you're only driving like 10 minutes on. You're only driving for a pint of milk or back. That's it, to do a delivery and drive 10 minutes up. A tiny map. Truck Driver, and this is huge. You probably could fit 50 maps in this game. 50 Truck Driver maps, as we say in this game. Just insane. Probably 50 all over Germany, I guess. 50 pretty much, 50 odd maps. I don't know. I'm hoping when we do get the new map expansion in Truck Driver, we should have an ability to be a bigger map. We should have an ability to get new jobs and that as well, new clients and that as well. You're working for, like, so on, like. Whoa, and didn't that turn a bit too soon there. Whoa, I'm getting really bad steering again. Sorry. Yeah, the ability to do your jobs and that is always a good thing in Truck Driver. Get more clients and that in Truck Driver. I've only got like, I think it's like 6 or something. I think I said in the previous video, maybe it was like 5 of them, but I think there's 6 of them. Like, you got like Charlie Dover and Andre and I think David's son. I don't know the other ones saying. You got the lumberjack guy as well, and you got the cow girl as well. This is cool, right? In Pine Creek actually is where the lumberyard is, and Charlie Dover's at the docks, and Andre's the quarry, and I think Osterhaven. Who's in Osterhaven? I don't know who the one in Osterhaven is again. The construction, the female that's in the construction yard. I don't know that one again. Mary, I think, maybe. That's not Mary's the cowgirl, I think, isn't it? Mary O'Sullivan, I think. Silverville, I think. Yeah, I'm getting the names. I played Truck Driver all streams, so I'll probably know that. I'll know them by seeing them probably. We should try and cover Truck Driver on eventually as well. We'll try and maybe wait until the AI trucks come, and it'll be a bit more like a sort of trucking experience. It'll be like this game in a way, but obviously smaller. I'll try that actually. I'll try and do all that stuff, see what I can do. So yeah, I don't know what other things I would want to see in the future of this game as well. We're merging into 3 lanes now. I'd like to see other things like random events would be quite good as well. Random crashes and stuff like that. They could just plot a couple of them randomly on the motorways, autobahns, as you say. So just randomly put them in. Like, not too hard, I don't think. Yeah, not too hard to do all that stuff. So they should try and implement stuff like that. So yeah, and they should do that stuff eventually. So yeah, I've been. So I think we're just driving through Hamburg now. Actually, you can see the game's slowing down a wee bit here, but it's fine. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying bringing you all this content. I need to try and then cover Truck Drive one day. mean, truck driver. I mean, I won't be as boring, I don't think. Cause I know in this game it's a bit repetitive as well, where they repeat. Like every place you go is kind of similar. I don't know what way to go. I'm going in this tunnel. It's quite a cool tunnel as well. It's good to have this in the game, like a tunnel. Yeah, I mean, it'd be good if they didn't have repeated places in the cities and that, because when you go to the same brutal places in the same depots and warehouses, it's exactly the same place. You can't even tell what city I'm in, because every place is exactly the same. Quite funny that's the thing as well. Maybe the game's maybe just copied and pasted a wee bit in some bits, assets of the game. It's kind of similar, and sometimes when you get into the motorways and that as well, it's into the city. It's kind of the same line roads you get in as well. It's quite strange. Like, I know they could do something better than that. I mean, maybe your truck simulator now, that's probably completely different, and that's a huge map, that's a huge game. Like everything looks completely different in ETS2. Like you're not got the same roads or the same abilities. I remember playing ETS1 and it looks similar to this as well. Like everything, there's some things that are similar to whatever they are, like different villages in different cities, they look the same. The motorways, of course, look similar. So it's kind of the same. I mean, this game's kind of like ETS1 in a way as well. Like you think about it, ETS1 as that came out in 2008, and the graphics look like they are from about that time as well. Probably not as ETS1's graphics could be slightly better. I mean, obviously that came out in 2008, like the original Euro Truck Simulator, I should say, not the ETS2. That's the more forgotten now these days, the ETS1. You don't see many anyone playing ETS1 nowadays. It's quite funny that it was a good game. It was a good game, but it's sort of forgotten about it now. Like everyone seems to just above ETS2 now. Like that's the game it seems like SES software supporting and updating maybe so often as well. They're not stopped updating it since the thing came out, like since 2012. Right, they've been working on the game for like 9 years, and of course it's a 9-year-old game now. Like of course, and this game isn't a 9-year-old game. This game is, I believe this was a PC game originally. Actually, I think I said this the first thing. I keep saying this is a new game, but it isn't a new game in general. Like this game, I think this game actually was early access in 2017. So it's actually been out for like 3 years now. This game, just early access. I believe it came out in 2017, but I think the game, it was an early access in 2017. I think the game came out in 2019 on PC. So it's been out for more than a year, and the PC version, which is exactly the same as this. I mean, nothing's really changed. Nothing's really happened in this game, and nothing's really changed since the game was out anyway. Like, so I'm just wondering, thinking myself, when they do, and you just think about how the PC version is still the same since the demo in a way. Like not much has changed since the demo. I mean, I've seen the demo version. Maybe the trucks look slightly different colours, but I mean, it didn't look like it's much different from where it is now. Like they're like probably a new company probably by the end. They must have just then couldn't really have much to change really after they did all that, and that's why they've maybe just given away in the game in the PC version. So I wonder if the console version eventually will just be abandoned and just then not going to have supported updates and any AI trucks, any custom interiors, any custom parts for the exhaust and that, rumble strips, more trailers, and I don't know. Just if they keep the game in this condition, then it's not really going to get anywhere. Like just be very bad if they do, and stop the supporting in this game, right? They just then stop it completely, and well, that car just peeled out and the truck just slowed down there. But yeah, they need to try and make this game really good, because if they're just going to stop the support in this game, like, it's going to be dead in the water. Like, truck drivers obviously getting its updates, and that's obviously kind of getting back to a better game now than it was at one point. I mean, I don't know if some people's opinions, it's still a ugly game with some bugs and a small map and a tiny map and just one of the mill sort of journeys you're doing in it. I know that's the downside at the moment of the game. It's just still one of the mill sort of thing. It's not you're doing journeys like this. And I think when Truck Driver do get up their game a wee bit, then hopefully we do get some really good updates, and you never know, this Truck Driver could be even better than this game. I mean, of course the graphics are better in Truck Driver. Like, this game still looks like it could be on a PS3 or PS2 even. PS3 probably. I mean, it's more like PS3 graphics than PS2, but I mean, if they're ever going to do that, I mean, they should try and do it up to like the PC version, A1, but A1 high reflections are in Lego textures and vehicles and that's I keep calling it Lego textures. It's always my saying now these days. Lego textures is a good name. I don't know, it looks kind of like Lego. All Lego's all kind of matted and just colours are quite bright, and feels like that's what I mean about this game. It's like one colour or something, like, and yeah, like the wheels in the trucks or something look like Lego as well. Like, it's just no reflections of metal or stuff like that, like something I might be looking at the back wheels or something. But yeah, I mean, they need to try and hopefully get this game all sorted out. I don't know, I always think to myself, when they lane the mares in, I think the vehicles actually stop on the middle of the road. I think that's something that's causing it, so we'll find out here what happens. Because I reckon that's what's going to cause it. I think this Astra is probably going to pull in when it's merging, and they're two-laner. And I think the vehicles might... See, here they go there, that MM just... Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get past. No, come on. Damn it, that was a bad move there. So as you can see, that's something that's happened. Oh, I've hit something now. I think I hit the truck behind. Yeah, it was a bad move there. That's something as well that I'm noticing. If the lanes merge in to two lanes, the vehicles stop as well. The vehicles actually stop. That's something that I've seen in the game as well. The vehicles literally stop in the middle of the autobahn or slow down. So they're maybe just trying to merge in and there's still not any room in that, and that's what caused that truck there just to stop. Well, this stands my road now, apparently. I'm going to get 100% always, but I said I went in the wrong direction. My bad for doing that, but nah, there you have it. It's done already. Should be alright, hopefully. I mean, hopefully the game won't actually crash to blue screen. That's the best thing. I mean, I have had a few crashes in this game in off stream, and that it's always done that. It seems like it happens quite a lot now, actually. Because if you look at the logo, I think because you know the logo at the top there, you can see it at the top left there, and it fades away. That's the autosave, I think. The game autosave into a checkpoint or something. It seems like it just saves, and sometimes the saves crash the game. Sometimes I think that's the problem. It seems that as well. It seems that's the problem why the game keeps crashing sometimes, because you can see it autosaves itself a couple of times in the background. So that's something that seems like it's causing the game to sort of go into blue screen now and again because of that save logo. So maybe you can't really turn the autosave off in this game, so you're just stuck with it autosaving. So if it autosaves, then that's what it does. It's good if it does autosave, then you don't need to respawn your truck into somewhere different, like in the middle of nowhere, like. But the only thing you just if it happens in blue screen, then you'll just be on the middle of the autobahn and you need to do all your setup again. So you need to turn your, so there's the car stopping and accelerating again. So maybe there's something to do with the lanes merging or something that's causing this. Maybe there's something to do with that. Possibly it's causing the vehicles to stop. But I have seen vehicles instantly stopping on the autobahn just without merging. Like it's happened a few times. So there's nothing to do with that. Maybe something to just do something else, and it's just bad AI. Over this game, they think it was alright. Maybe. I mean, that's the thing. Like AI is not the best sometimes, but at least they don't always stop all the time. I mean, there's some games probably with really bad AI out there as well. Probably. Like, I'm trying to think what games had really bad AI. I don't know many, but I'm sure there's a few of them out there that have bad AI. I know Cyberpunk's AI is quite shit as well, but I mean, of course this is not as bad. I think this coach has stopped actually, and you can see I'm catching up with it. It's like stopped and then it's accelerating again, so you can see without merging it. I don't know if what's causing it tends to stop like that, because when I'm pulling out to a lane as well, when I pull out towards the trucks, instantly stop behind you, like just slamming your brakes, instantly slamming your brakes, and stop and then accelerate again. So that's probably what's happening. It just seems to happen in random spots as well. Like the game just instantly the vehicles instantly stop and accelerate again without any cars. Because I don't think there was a car in front of that coach there. It just stopped, slowed down, and accelerated again. I mean, when I was playing this game off stream, I had this really weird invisible wall. I don't know what it was, but it was really strange because I was playing this game off stream last night actually, and the game didn't actually crash, but there was an invisible wall and my truck went. I got damaged from my truck, but I saw quite fun way. I saw some of the vehicles had their hazard lights on at the front, so there must be something like an earthquake or something in the game or something. It's caused all that stuff happening. It's some weird bugs and that. So I remember I was saying that, and I think I had a video, and there's a video on YouTube somewhere that I've got up, and when I was coming in the city somewhere in the game, sort of I had a sort of invisible crash sort of thing happening. I'm actually getting off here actually. There's a car actually there. I need to get in this car. Yeah, I mean, I've had some crashes. So here we are. We're just about here, I think. Yeah, right, invisible walls, like just really weird stuff happening in the middle of the woods. Well, no, we're getting on another sort of road, aren't we? I think we are. Yeah, we're not there yet. Just let's merging on another one. I'm going to get through this track here. I think I'll just go in after this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was a weird thing. I don't know how that exactly happened, but all the cars in front had their hazard lights on. So I don't know if it counted as them having it as well. Probably. It seems to be a bug or something. I mean, I was saying in the other videos that I was saying there was a thing with the road disappearing somewhere in the middle of the map, but like you're driving with no road. There was some YouTuber I was watching. I mean, I think it was actually said somewhere as well, so there was a complete missing road somewhere in this game. Don't know exactly where it was, but I think they fixed it now, I hope. But I've never come across any visible roads at the moment in this game. Off stream or that, it's been alright so far. It seems like it's fixed, whatever it was, where they were showing the missing road. It was pretty much you driving, the vehicles were driving, but they were driving on grassland. It's just very strange. Like that's happened on someone's some. I've seen it on that YouTube video as well. It was a complete missing road somewhere, and the AI was driving on the middle of the road, in the middle of the autobahn, without any. That's the road. It's just invisible, but the AI was driving. So since that was a wee bug that happened. I also seen something else as well. I think the traffic was the autobahn wasn't aligned properly, and the traffic was driving lopsided somewhere as well. I think I saw something like that as well on that YouTube video. I don't know actually. I don't remember that. As I was saying, this is merging in here, or is it just? I don't think it is merging in. I think it's just a wide lane, but it's obviously got space to merge in. So yeah, I think that's what it is. Traffic's a bit slow. Yeah, the game's lagging a wee bit sometimes. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying this one so far. I think we're in Hanover now, aren't we? So see, this is Hanover. I think I don't have it today. Let me check. Yeah, we're in Hanover. We're going to Worldwide Shipping again, so we're going into the docks again. This is something different. I keep driving from route all the time. Unless you do something like Worldwide Shipping, is always a good way to actually do something different. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been a really good video. And I don't know what else I'll be talking about in this game. I really want to see just them fixing this game and supporting this game. That's all we kind of need. I want them to make this a successful game to ETS2 on console, of course, because we don't have any other truck titles on console. We don't have Truck Driver and this game. There's not very much news on Aussie Truck and Australian Truck Simulator, the Aussie Truck World or something, if it's called. Game Tech was covering last year. He was covering this truck title one that's coming in console called, I think it's Aussie Truck, Australian Trucks World or something. I don't know if it's that way, but you know the game. I think the Australian truck game. It seems like it's really. It seems like that was quite. It seems like that was then quite promising, but it's been really quiet. So I'm hoping they'll actually do something. At least a wee teaser or something. Plus, it's going to, if they're working on the game and then fixing all the bugs and that, then you know it's going to be a great game. I mean, because they showed us that trailer obviously last year, and it seemed like it looked really cool. They were driving like road trains and that. I mean, that'll be even better than driving this. That's the road trains as well. Like road trains is very cool. There's another game as well called 18 Wheels of Steel Extreme Trucker as well. I used to play that as well, and that had a bit of that's like more sort of going around the world. So it's like a sort of worldwide sort of 18 wheelers. So you got like in Australia as well in that game, and you're driving their road trains. This is really cool. I don't know if you remember, and I don't know if you still remember, 18 Wheels of Steel, Extreme Trucker, and Extreme Trucker 2. They were good games. I used to play them on the PC. They were great. I wonder if you do remember them, because they were decent games. They were still using the sort of generic engine sounds from 18 Wheels of Steel, Holland and that, you know, the truck sounds. Your Truck Simulator even had them as well, the original one. I'll talk on a wee stick actually, it's a bit noisy this reverse him. You can hear me still anyway, because I'm sure I'm coming out thing. I'll just straighten this up a wee bit. It's nice to have these trailer types in the game. Tandem. I know Truck Driver doesn't have any of this at all. What we'll do is, we'll turn the truck off in here, because I think we're going to finish it off after this. So yeah, we've got to start with Hanover now. It's good to actually get all this immersion as well, opening in the doors. not too bad. I'm going to be in level 4 very soon, and so maybe the time, maybe I get my next one, I might even be down off stream one, I might be on level 4, so yeah. So it's been quite good actually. Yeah, I was just saying that ETS sounds, trucks engine sounds, the old truck sounds on ETS 1 and 18 wheels of steel, they were quite good, but they were all sort of generic sound, trucking sounds, so they kind of reused them in these other titles as well. So yeah, does this AI all stopped and had a crash or something, or was that just me, the lights or something, eh? Yeah, it's nice to be at the docks this time, eh, rather than Brutal, and that's something different while we're shipping now. I'll have to try and do deliveries here now rather than Brutal, the supermarket, as you say. Supermarket company, not a warehouse company or that. I mean, so yeah, it's quite cool this actually. Just nice if they have if we can deliver containers and that as well in this game. It'd be nice shipping containers. It'd be a good option for this sort of game. I mean, if we got the docks, then it's a good start. I mean, I know what truck driver have was a different types of roads now. Like they got container trucks, but they don't have this. They don't have this configuration. Truck driver doesn't have B trains or tandem trailers or dolly trailers, you call them. I like the B trail, the B doubles are quite cool as well. Like you have the sort of dollies between there, but it all articulates the dollies. There's like a wee pivot point there as well. Like Sweden and that as well, they got the B doubles as well. If you're in Sweden and Scandinavia, lots of trucks in Sweden are B doubles and tandem trailers, dolly trailers and that as well. They always like that. They've got loads of big trucks there, and so yeah. I mean, it's been a really good video. I mean, nice day. We not had much rain recently since I last played this game. I think we've had a couple of rain videos off stream, but I've not really seen it rain too much in this game. I mean, to have a bit more rain, maybe I'll try and do. Hopefully the rain will come eventually in another video. Maybe it'll actually rain. I remember I was saying on one of the videos that I was saying something about the rain, and it rained since I said that somewhere on YouTube. It was one of the videos I was swapping the trailers over, and the cattle trailer to the semi-box trailer, and I was packing it up and then it started raining, and I was saying that, I mean, yeah, they need to add some really good stuff in this game. I like to see V8 Scanias, and I like to see old Scanias, but just all this might never come. Like, this is just my opinions. Like, the game could have more potential, more stuff, I mean, but at the moment I don't know where this game is going in the future. I mean, it just seems to be they've been really quiet recently, but maybe the time this video goes up or something, and I don't know when I'll put it up. But whenever this is on YouTube, and whatever day, it doesn't really matter. And any time it can be up, and every time it is up, and the next patch might be here, and then I can cover over the new patch. It should be pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I just thought it was like the mention of these trucks, and I could try and see if I can get the retarder. I was trying to find out how to get the retarder working. I might try and do that, but I don't know if it does anything. That's the thing, the retarder. I was like, if someone ever knows if anyone knows what the retarder does, then give me a just comment below. I mean, I don't know what it does. I don't know if it's just this thing it isn't implemented in the game or something, or if it's just there. Because I know it makes a noise, retarders, and you see in ETS 2. I'm just messing this truck up again there. Yeah, if any of you know what the retarder does, I mean, and just comment below, because I'm always wanting. I'm quite interested to see what the retarder does, but I don't know if it does anything. Like, it seems like it's saying, it just seems like it's saying even isn't there as implemented in the game or something, but I don't know. I don't know what the reason why there isn't a retarder, why the retarder doesn't do anything. It could be me just being completely wrong. And I don't know if the gearbox does anything. I mean, no one's really said anything about retarder in videos I've been watching of this game here. Like, I don't know if it just does anything. Everyone just keeps driving the game. I mean, maybe it just isn't a thing. Maybe they'll just take the retarder words out or something, because it's maybe not needed. I don't know. I'm hoping there's got a retarder in this game, like retarder that you can just put up and down. Like, and I'll go back in the truck again. And yeah, like, is it retarder? Yeah, retarder up and down. I just don't. I know that's like a wee brake for your engine and that as well, but I don't know if exactly why it just never works in that as well. Like, you got your wipers as well. It's always a good feature, and you got adjustable speeds for your wipers, and you got your fast speeds. You won't want to use that speeds, and that's the normal speed anyway. That speed needs to be normal speed for truck wipers anyway. If it's severe weather storms that we might get in this game, you can use it fast speed, but that speed is alright. But yeah, I'm going to call this one finished for you today, and it's been a good one. Hope you enjoyed this rather sort of more covered on the future of the game, a bit sort of random sort of conversations, topics on truck driver and this game, but I mean, it's been good. It's been good covering this game. You like we get in the trail as well. Yeah, it's been great covered. I just like to spare under the air brakes as well. I've got the wipers on actually as well. I've got them in the sort of off on position sort of thing. Yeah, but I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and it's been good. It's been a good delivery. But yeah, but I'll definitely cover more in the next patch. I'll need to try and then cover more in the patch when it does come out. I mean, patch 1.04, cover on that, and hopefully that'll be out soon enough. I mean, I'm just one things to do in this game, so maybe I can always talk like off topic on the game. I always like to talk about wrestling or something, so I might make a wrestling sort of series. I mean, I like wrestling. We've got some good wrestlers and wrestling stuff in Scotland and that up in Scotland, and so yeah, we'll talk about that at some point, and maybe another gameplay video, maybe the next part, maybe, I don't know yet. But yeah, it's been good, and hopefully you enjoyed this one. Make sure to like, comment and sub to my channel. I don't really need to see all this, to be honest, anyway, because I'm sure everyone just automatically just do all this. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure to check my two playlists out, gigs and on the road, and some metal bands around in Scotland to check out as well. If you like some Scottish metal bands, then I've got that playlist. And yeah, and of course been playing lots of, and I've been enjoying a lot, and I like a lot of these metal bands from here, so it's always good to record some of these. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.